Yeah, haven't you ever seen the people in Asia? They speak chicken scratch, dude. You know,
Oh my god.
that's what it is, dude.
A majority of the episodes is Galo censored for his fucking ethnic slurs and like racial tendencies. You know, I was watching your last podcast, one with Kaylani,
Yeah.
and I had to stop halfway through because it got like too incel-y. They are all the same hive minds and shit like that, and I was like, oh my god.
This is really
It's gonna sound insane.
Yeah, I got too cringe. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening? It's like, you ever have one of those, or one of those people who are like, oh man, I have a black friend, so I'm not racist. So by getting Kaylani on, and for her
That was the whole
guys,
joke of that.
Yeah.
That was the bit.
I was like, oh my god, I can't. Okay, so how's this gonna work? Because this is like because I don't think you ever talked about movies on your podcast, right? You usually talk about other things.
Yeah.
Like hive mind and groupthink.
Oh, I just realized I know how I'm gonna open this thing.
Venom,
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the podcast, Pound It, episode 8, the Venom episode. We're just gonna talk about the 2018 film Venom, and our thoughts on it. It's a change of pace. This one's a movie episode. We can do that because we created this thing. So here I have two guests, two Venom experts, if you will believe it or not. Why don't you both introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Tristan Cuenca. I actually take human nutrition in college, so I'm actually certified in dissecting what venom is.
Yeah, my name is Galo Domaica, and I 100%ed Spider-Man PS4, so I'm also an expert, but maybe even more of an expert than whoever the hell this guy is.
Tristan, are you breathing heavily into the mic?
A little bit. I realized that the mic actually like slanted towards my face, so you have to hear me breathing.
All right, discussion start.
All right, so what'd you guys think of Venom?
This is like a huge spoiler thing, right?
Oh yeah. Spoilers ahead.
Definitely.
Okay, wait.
definitely.
First, okay. Let's give a little no spoilers for the first minute, just on first reaction.
Well, at first, Gallo and I, when we saw the movies, we actually thought it was pretty damn entertaining. Like, we were surprised just because our expectations were so fucking low.
Like piss poor, dude.
Like as soon as we saw like a sliver of like the symbiote, we were like, wow, this is amazing. Like, holy shit.
Exactly. You see, me and Tristan were comparing it. We thought it was going to be a 2018 rendition of those really edgy 2000s era superhero movies that were trash, right?
It kind
We
of
thought we were
is.
going to see something. Yeah,
Well, yeah.
but the thing is, it's like an evolution of that like state of film. You know what I mean? I actually didn't mind paying money to see it.
What I was gonna say is, after watching it 2 weeks ago and now digesting it, it's far from like decent. It's whatever. It's, you know, I think a majority of the movie just relies on like how unintentionally hilarious it is, because a lot of the scenes just come off as funny, and I don't know if that's, you know, by design, but it's just funny, and it's something you would actually see from like the early 2000s, like Daredevil or Elektra. It's just wacky. It's a wacky movie.
I was a little scared when you guys first texted me that you liked Venom, because I thought it was like, wait, do they mean this like it was entertaining or like it was a good movie? You know?
No, man, what? No, we're not that stupid. Like, me and him, we were just memeing on it. Like, the car ride back to my place, the car ride to it. It was just, we were high on the symbiote, dude.
Yeah,
That's what it
well,
was.
you just got to realize, whenever a movie has a soundtrack by Eminem, it's automatically decent.
A meme.
It's like, it already takes it from levels of mediocrity to somewhat okay. You know?
I'd say so.
And it's like that for everything. You know, if you ever watched like a Call of Duty trailer, you always got Eminem singing in the background. Remember COD Ghost? You got This is survival of the fittest.
Yeah, it was amazing. When that trailer came out, I looked at my wallet and the money was just gone. It was already like at the store.
Yeah, I'd already purchased like several tickets to Venom, and I had multiple.
I already threatened to harm people that were talking shit about the song in the YouTube comments, along with the other high-minded scholars in the comment section, which I definitely recommend everyone listening to read, because it's quite a hoot. I mean, Tristan went to like the very bottom of that comment section. It's like, goddamn, he's still so relatable, even though he's like a 45-year-old man.
Yeah, dude.
Like, he still touches the hearts, dude.
Is that what the comments said?
Well, yeah, basically, if you sum it up, I mean,
Yeah.
of course he is. Look at him. He wears a hat underneath the hoodie. Who does that? Oh, he ever see like this Steve Buscemi meme where he's like, "Hello, fellow youngsters" or something like that? That's what Eminem is nowadays.
So
Which ironically as well.
when I was watching it, I thought like, this is a good bad movie. I watched it twice actually. I watched it once by myself and then again with Gabriel, because there's no other movie playing. The second time was worse of a movie, but it was a funner experience.
Yeah, I think it's better to watch it in a group of people because you can joke about it afterwards or make fun of it while you're watching it.
Yeah. Me and Gabriel were audibly like making comments.
I gotta say that movie, it has the pacing of what I would expect of like an animated parody on YouTube.
Yeah.
Of a parody of a movie. Everything happens so fast. It didn't
Okay,
happen.
wait. Let me spoilers for Venom.
Spoiler alert, everyone.
If you really want to see Venom, drop out of this thing right now. I'm so sorry.
Honestly, I think we're the only people we know who actually saw Venom. So I think we're fine.
Look, honestly, do you really need to drop this? Because the movie's so predictable. I mean, by watching the trailer alone, you know what's gonna happen already. You already know, and I'm gonna say it right now. You already know Venom's gonna win. And come on, it's called Venom for a fucking
Venom
reason.
almost died in the movie. He got
Oh,
burned up.
really, dude? We didn't even see how he came back to life.
You know that's like just as surprising when Black Panther dies and then comes back. Who knew he'd be killed in his own movie? Wow.
And can we talk about how there's no explanation for how Venom comes back? He's just back.
Yeah, no,
they
that's
just
right.
cut out the bullshit, and they just were like, he's back.
It's because I don't know if you remember watching the interview, but Tom Hardy was talking about some of his favorite scenes from the movie were cut, like 40 minutes of it. So I feel like the studio was like, well, I don't give a fuck anymore. This has to be under 2 hours because no one's going to pay more money to watch this. So they just cut out like 20 minutes of footage explaining how he survived it, and they're like, here's the ending now. And here's Woody Harrelson, too, being a crackhead.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
Woody
Goddamn, I
Harrelson's so
love
great.
the Woody Harrelson part. I call him Woody Harrelson because like that wasn't even hair on his head. That was just like a patch of like sheep pubic hair or something like
By
that.
that time,
wasn't a-
like once that clip comes up, I just thought, oh my god, this is so much of a parody already in a comedy.
Especially his dialogue, it's like so hammy. He's like, when I get out of here, there's gonna be carnage. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, whoa, there's carnage? I didn't know that. Like, what? I mean, first off, they used Riot, which was a throwaway fucking character they created in Lethal Venom, like the Lethal Protector run.
Who gave a shit about Riot?
Exactly.
And honestly,
They dropped
he
his
mentioned
name once. I think they only say Riot like twice in the movie.
No, they say it more times, dude.
Venom's like, that's Riot, and that's it.
I think it was only 3 times, not 1 time. But the thing is, Riot wasn't even the team leader in Lethal Protector. It was Scream. Scream is
Who's another throwaway villain, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
He only appears in that run.
Scream is like a female symbiote, or a symbiote bonded to a female whose special power, it's the fact that she has hair that she can control. But she was a team leader, and she was
a woman with hair. Oh no, they wouldn't do this. This costs too much CGI.
That's probably the case, dude. But I don't know. Like that movie, the CGI kind of looks like it costs a lot anyway. So I'm like, why didn't you just make Scream?
What? Are you kidding me? Venom CGI looks so bad.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, dude? They had to animate every single tendril on his freaking like body.
Did you see the part where he's talking to himself in the car, like the car window, and it's literally like a video game?
Well, yeah,
like,
the effects are bad.
No, I agree with you, dude. I agree. I was just memeing. He looks like an animated pile of like that like squid ink tinted like noodles that you can eat in like Italy.
You know what
It's
he
fucking
looks
weird,
like? He looks like the CGI Rhino from Black Panther. Like that's what he looks like. He looks like a spongy plastic monster you would find. Like he just looks unfinished. I feel like the special effects scene behind Venom, they just didn't render him properly. Or they just didn't want to because it'd take too long. So they're like, whatever, just put it in the movie. No one will notice.
What they did was they animated it and then they got a camera out and recorded the footage from their screen.
You know what I think happened, boys? You know what I think happened, boys? I just think they installed Snapchat on like one of like the film cameras.
Oh
and
my
Venom had to come out.
Are you
They
talking
turned
about
the
that
filter
one
on.
scene? Ridiculous. Like you get like this fucking Eddie Vedder looking ass dude fucking playing grunge music next to him. And he's like, "Sir, can you lower that, please?" And the guy's like, fuck off. And he just like the Snapchat filter activates. He's like, Venom,
he goes
go
like,
watch it in theaters. Go watch it in October, whatever the fuck it came out.
Venom. Edited on Snapchat. That's what it should have been called, dude.
Because there was a Snapchat filter, right, for Venom?
Yeah, there was.
Really?
That's what they used. That was a last minute reshoot, actually, because when the filter came out, they're like, "All right, Tom Hardy, we need you like right away."
They re-edited the movie with Snapchat after cutting the R-rated footage because then the continuity would be fucked up. It all makes perfect sense.
All right, so I want to go back to the beginning, guys, to a scene I personally found hilarious, which was the breakup scene.
Oh my god.
That pacing was whiplashing, dude.
It was
dude, I didn't
so
even care.
fast.
I didn't even care, dude. Like, I didn't care, and my neck was broken. That's how fast it was, dude. It doesn't let you appreciate how good their relationship is, or I don't even know if it was a good relationship because we barely got to see any of it.
Yeah.
And then she just automatically hates him.
Hey, she's abusive. She hit him with a pillow.
The dynamic between them is just like him calling her hot, like waking up, like good time.
Oh my god, you know what? This is like an allegory for Pete Davidson and Ariana Grande. Because if you think about it, that was the same thing between them two. You know, Pete Davidson was ugly like Tom Hardy in the movie, and sleazy and sweaty and like grimy looking. And then, you know, his girlfriend, whatever the hell her name is in the movie, is like Ariana Grande, delectable. And basically, they kind of, you know, the whole relationship centers around lust, because he like lust over her. You never hear him compliment her on her journalistic or science abilities or whatever the fuck she does in the movie. What does she do? She's not. Yeah, I don't know.
She's not a journalist, dude.
Is she a lawyer? She's a lawyer.
Yeah, she's
right?
a lawyer or
Yeah.
some shit. She's like, you snooped through my law files.
There you go. I don't
Yeah,
even
Just
remember.
snoop through it for no reason.
She's so like unremember. Like I don't even know what the fuck she does in the movie. I don't even know how she looks like
doesn't
anymore.
do shit.
Gabriel. He didn't look through the files for no reason. He suspected something was happening with the Life Foundation,
Because
right?
she got an email at 2 a.m. that was like, this is
Oh my
legal
God.
stuff from this company.
Wait, wouldn't that be like I feel like
There's
that'd be
no
encryption.
hesitation to like go through her computer and shit.
Oh no, he's a fucking fiend. He's like I need to. This guy has no journalistic integrity. He's an asshole. Like
If you really think about it, that's like the actual Eddie Brock, dude. Because the real Eddie Brock in comics, he had no journalistic integrity, and that's what got his life off track.
yeah, but in the movie though, they make him look like a fucking god turd. He's like Brian Williams, dude. He's a fucking liar. He embellishes and shit. Have you noticed that he's like, I'm gonna ask him a question about Life Foundation, and when he's like talking to him, he's like, so why'd you kill all those homeless people?
Yeah, he's just
like, I don't know, out of nowhere, and I'm like, you're telling me you're like a fucking super journalist. You're like well renowned. You have an Eddie Brock show.
Yeah.
And you come out with
Wait,
the
what was the
blunt
show
fucking
named
question.
again?
The Eddie
Report.
Brock show.
No, it's
The
called
Brock show, dude.
What is it called?
I think it's
thought it
called
was
the
Eddie
Brock
Show.
Report.
No, it's the Eddie Brock show. I'm telling you, like it's that generic of a name. Anyways, what I'm saying is he's supposed to be like renowned for his skills, and he comes out with the most blunt fucking question out of asking him a fucking cookie cutter question, like,
Yeah.
oh, when did you find this company or why you like it? He's like, oh yeah, why did you call us homeless people? Like, shouldn't you like sneakily like find your way to like ask that question?
Dude, what did he think was gonna happen? I wouldn't even have asked that question. I'd be like, how did I not see this coming?
Tom Hardy
oh shit!
is probably the stupidest reporter in this movie.
Yeah.
I've never.
How did he get a following? That's what I want to fucking know.
The whole time I thought it was so laughable because like everything he does is like what a shitty reporter would do. It's just ridiculous.
Oh my god, wait, can we talk about that intro scene to his Eddie Brock show? With
Yeah,
the fucking
Yes,
really bad
I was
2000s
laughing
music?
so hard. Both times.
Yeah,
I
me and
watched
Tristan
it.
too.
Wait, when we saw that in the theaters, we fucking were taken aback because I'm like, what is this? Like, this is something you would watch or see from like a really bad 2000 like Catwoman or something, right?
I fucking died when the fucking song that was playing through it went like, yuck. He makes a cool jump with his motorcycle, and the song just says, he pauses, and it's like, yuck.
So yeah, all the shots during this thing is like him in front of a green screen. He's saying like, Eddie Brock reporting.
Yes,
There's
dude.
some scandal.
It's
Hey,
like
don't
something,
forget to buy my new merch.
it's like something you would see in like a fucking iMovie
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
'Cause the way it's edited too had like these really cool like transitions. Like,
Yeah.
like, whoa. It's wacky, dude. Oh my god. I love it though. It's like amazing.
Oh my
We
god,
should-
I just remembered the fucking desk clerk or whatever when he comes in and
That
that was like an Adam Sandler
Bottomless?
movie. That was an Adam Sandler movie moment.
He fucking parked his motorcycle in front of the building, and then he's just like, you can't park there. And then he's like,
how's your daughter doing? And he's like, she's gone to college. See, never quit, or some stupid shit like that. And then he's like, Eddie, and then Eddie walks away. But then it cuts to him just like nodding and smiling or some stupid shit for like 5 seconds.
Never quit, dude. Never quit, Bato. What do you mean, dude? I can park my fucking shit here. I'll park it in front of your fucking front door next time, Bato.
I think Batman's probably like the unsung hero of the movie because he actually put up with Eddie's shit. Like he allowed him to fucking sneak his way through the building like little fucking shit he is.
Like, no, he's my friend. Don't eat him, Venom.
I'm gonna eat him. I'm hungry.
Venom, no.
Stop, Venom, stop it.
Tom Hardy is probably the best performance I've ever seen from him.
I think it would have been better if they got Woody Allen to be Venom, to be Eddie Brock. Imagine that.
No,
he's
dude,
like,
no, Tristan. We agreed on the car ride that Woody Allen would have been better as Carnage, all twitchy and shifty in like the cell. He'd be like, "You see, Mr. Brock, I killed him."
Imagine this. Eddie Brock goes into the cell of Woody Allen, and you see Woody Allen there, and he's like fidgeting, just being neurotic like his usual stuff, and he's like, "I'm not really too fond of these steel metal cages. I quite don't like it. I get a little claustrophobic here. But you're Eddie Brock, right? You want to do a report on Me Too about me? I should be the poster child here. I didn't even touch my adopted daughter, even though she looked delectable and scrumptious."
Why did Woody Harrelson write shit in blood in the cell if he wasn't like what the hell is the point of that?
He was like, I don't want you to think I'm crazy.
No, I don't understand that though. Why did he write "Welcome, Mr. Brock" or whatever the fuck he wrote in the cell?
None of that scene makes sense.
There will be carnage. They feel like
no, he didn't write that. He wrote "Welcome."
It said like "Welcome, Brock" or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm like, why did he write? Was he like pressing his like fingernail on like the cell so hard that it just fucking came out? I'm like, who the fuck does that, dude? The hell, dude? It's like, god damn.
Except for Woody Allen, it would make sense, Cause
yeah, exactly.
It was Woody Allen.
Yeah, but see, Woody Allen wouldn't even have to like press his finger very hard. He twitches at a rate like so like faster than light that the fucking like his finger would just burn like the image of the words into like the cell.
No, it'd be like piles of scripts just like littered across the cage. And the same like fucking with a little tiny fucking pencil. He's like scribbling. He's like, yes, it's gonna be my new blue jasmine here. Like he's trying to get a Rainy Day in New York to be published because Amazon shelved it.
Oh, Amazon shelved it, really? I didn't know.
Yeah, they shelved it because like Timmy, America's favorite white boy. He's like, yeah, I don't like working with him because he's Woody Allen, and they're like, all right, let's shelve it.
All right, Gabriel, bring up something about Venom.
He got into the facility so quickly and without any problem. There's no cameras. Security guards. There's like one security guard hired to patrol.
What?
And then like the girl that was getting him into the facility awkwardly like talks to him for like a joke for the scene. It was weird.
Especially the fucking moment where he sees his homeless lady friend.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh my god,
that's how the Vernon gets on him, man.
You know what I didn't get? How come she didn't take photos for him? Like, why did she have to sneak him in? That's like much riskier bringing another fucking random person to.
Yeah, right. Why
she
did
doesn't
do
want to
that?
be caught with a phone, guys.
But there's no cameras. How would they catch her?
Yeah, and there's only like one security guard patrolling. And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" She's like, "Well, I'm a scientist." He's like, "Okay." He's fucking walking away.
Exactly.
Checks
He's
out,
like,
you know.
Oh, makes sense. Okay.
She said exactly like, "Oh, I'm just doing sciencey stuff." Something like that.
This is why school shootings happen, dude. Honestly, there's a kid walking into school with a giant ass book bag and a fucking buttstock of a gun sticking out, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" "I go to school here." "Okay." Go ahead.
Checks out.
Right.
You see me
Checks
right
out.
now? Is that film equipment?
Like, Tom Hardy is such an asshole, but they show him doing like weird good things here and there, like give literally $20 to her when she's like trying to sell him a newspaper.
But that
like,
could also be interpreted as an asshole thing. Just think about it.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
he has money to flex on her. He's like,
Yeah.
"Well, fuck you. This is like chump change. I can wipe my ass with this $20 bill. Here, have this." And she's like,
This is worthless to me.
No, you know the scene where Maria like fucking like is attacking him or something, and like his screams, like I didn't realize it until the second time when I was watching with Gabriel, and Gabriel was like bursting out laughter, like his screams as Maria's hitting him, and it's just like shots of her hitting.
Maria!
Yeah, he's like, no, Maria, stop, Maria, and it like keeps going for so long. If you cut out the suspenseful music, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, it's a pretty wacky movie, and
It's just a whack.
the MRI scan was like so fucking stupid.
My It's like
He has,
low
like,
capacity Tom Hardy, like freaking out.
Dude, yes!
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's what it was right there. They're like, alright, let's make it cool by making him twitch super hard and put a fucking, like, JPEG image of Venom on his face.
Yeah.
It's like to record that part. They're like, okay, hey, can you give me the camera for a second? All right, the Snapchat should be a little bit fucky now and glitched, so let's just fucking get
He
this shot.
smacked
He's
his
a smacks
fucking
it.
phone.
They had to break Snapchat to get that filter on, just the right amount of, Brock and Venom. That's how it works, dude. Showbiz.
You
I
know,
like it, dude.
I know, man.
I'm
But you want to know
surprised-
what I really like about it, Tristan? The scenes of just a Hardy just freaking the hell out after he's bonded with freaking Venom.
The
I think-
scenes where like he finally gets infected are the best of the movie. Like
Yeah,
I genuinely
yeah.
enjoyed those scenes.
Yeah, dude, it's like he looks so sweaty, so
Yeah, he's
Wrong.
so gross. Okay,
he's so like
me and Gabriel had a joke throughout this movie that we are literally watching what I wanted to do with Gabriel Kramer from Mad Limits. Essentially, I pitched a sequel to Mad Limits to Gabriel because I wanted to make it like way more ridiculous where you would not expect it to go. Gabriel Kramer is fired off of Mad Limits, blah blah blah. He's like trying to make it on his own and
starts
like
a YouTube channel.
yeah, he's like reviewing food now, and it's not working. He gets diabetes from reviewing food, and then essentially his life goes down the toilet, and so he's just eating grossly in front of a camera. And now the doctors tell him he's gonna die, and like all of this shit, and his life's just in the gutter, and he's just a sweaty mess of a person, and he's fatter and everything. And I was like, holy shit, this is exactly what I wanted the Gabriel Kramer's thing to be. This movie is what happens to Tom Hardy is what I wanted for Gabriel Kramer, like him eating food out of the trash and shit. It's just
Oh my god, that scene where he's in the restaurant acting like a fucking crackhead.
yeah, he's
He's like,
literally like
it's so gold, dude. Like remember that scene? He's like, it's like a musical. The way he like dances and like moves his body around, contorts his body back, and like picks up the chicken, starts eating it. He's like, this is dead.
yeah.
Well,
this dead. I can't eat this shit.
and it's like, well, I mean, you're in a restaurant right now. What?
Oh, and everyone's so nonchalant about it. Like nobody.
Yeah.
Out.
How come no one called the cops on him to kill him or something? Like he's being a fucking
Dude, that's
crackhead.
because everyone was too busy Snapchatting it, dude. It's an accurate depiction of today, dude. What do you mean?
Oh my god, what if that's the twist of the whole movie? He was never infected with Venom. Everyone just Snapchatted a Venom filter onto him as he's being a crackhead around the city.
Oh my god, dude! So the whole movie being filmed and edited with Snapchat is just a commentary
Yeah.
on social stuff. Wow.
Social stuff.
Social stuff.
And so I like that actually, because when you think about it, it makes Venom much deeper than that is. I actually read an article a couple weeks
shit.
ago, and
Here we
I
go.
think it summarizes Venom perfectly. Like it makes it deeper than it actually is, and I want it to be like that.
Yeah.
So what the article talks about is that Venom is an allegory for homosexuality. Now you guys might be questioning or wondering how, like, because it's a movie about these
HIV.
two muscular men, right, who are covered in bodily fluids of a foreign alien substance, and they sort of duel it out, and Venom has a craving for human flesh. And if you think about it, what is flesh?
It's gay. It's gay.
It's gay, exactly. It's
Exactly.
Gay, he's always eating people's brains, and that could be taken in the sense of maybe he's eating ash, and I don't know, maybe he's
eating head.
Okay,
He's
okay,
eating
okay, let me
heads.
interrupt. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Alex. That's what I was gonna say. My scholarly opinion conclusion is that eating a head, he's eating heads, but he doesn't want to eat that type of head. He wants to eat dick heads.
That's why
This
he's
is
never
gay.
satisfied.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny because when I was reading it, the guy was actually he's pulling a lot of shit out of nowhere. But if you suspend your disbelief, it kind of makes sense. Like he has this insatiable craving for flesh, and that can be described as like how gay men live their lives. A lot of gay people, especially what you were talking about in your podcast yesterday, a lot of gay people are very sexually active, and they crave flesh.
A
So
lot of people.
It could
A lot of
be
gay people.
Venom and Eddie Brock. He's ashamed of it. He doesn't want this other side to control him. That's why when he does all those actions, he's like he can't believe himself, But then later on, he accepts himself for who he is as a homosexual consumed by an alien symbiote made of bodily fluids.
There's some weird scenes, like Venom coming together with that alien guy for like 1 second. It was.
Oh, when they merge, yeah, exactly.
It was very like liquefied.
Oh,
yes.
That's a sexual metaphor.
And if you think about it, what is the symbiote like when you have a symbiote on? What do you really have on besides your clothes? The symbiote is feeling it up against your body parts. Against your pee-pee, against your toes, your mouth. Like it's inside of you.
Your pee-pee and your toes, the most sexual parts of a human being.
Of course,
dude, yes. Dude.
If you wanted to, Venom can probably simulate your G-spot. You can just have him go up your ass. Speaking about that, remember how he said that Venom was up his ass crack? No,
yeah, dude, exactly.
That's a gay metaphor. Like he's talking about like getting anally penetrated.
Is that even a metaphor? That's so.
Exactly, but
it's
to go
just
back
text.
to the.
It's not subtext. It's just the text of the movie.
Well, it's subtext in the movie because you don't think of it as gay, but when you think about it, it is gay.
What about when Venom like kissed Tom Hardy as the girl?
Well, he's bisexual.
He became boob Venom.
He's bisexual. He's confused. A lot of gay people. Look at Ellen. Ellen, she had a boyfriend when she was in her teens. When she went to prom.
So this movie's about him figuring himself out.
Exactly. It's like Calling by Your Name, but the Marvel Sony Cinematic Universe version of it. It has more action. It has no army hammers. It has more Tom Hardys. You got different things, but it all balances itself out.
Yeah, it basically makes it a better movie.
It makes it better. Yes.
All it needed was the freaking peach.
Well, instead of the peach, you had tater tots.
Exactly.
He had tater chops and like the nuggets that he was putting in.
And the nuggets he made, yes.
And the fucking chicken in the trash.
Wait, I got it. I don't get that. Like he talks about food not being alive, but a tater tot. Like what the?
Yeah.
It's a fucking potato.
Yeah, why the hell? Why did he suddenly get a craving for tater tots at the end of the movie? Wouldn't he want like meat?
The script forgot what was happening.
It's like, what do you want to eat tonight, Venom? Tater tots and chocolates.
Oh yeah, speaking of like the people forgetting what they were talking about, like early on it shows that they know already that high frequency noise like hurts Venom-like creatures, and they didn't realize to send someone with like a jukebox for like 1 second. They kept on sending people with guns and all that shit.
Wait, but that was like the SWAT though. It was like SWAT team that was after him.
Well,
wasn't it? Wasn't it like a?
They do send like their own guys too.
Yeah,
They know.
Oh yeah. When they were first collecting them. Well, they don't want to kill the symbiote because if they were to do that, they kill the symbiote. How do you transport it though? Like what the?
I don't know, man.
You know how you get like an ant or whatever, like a bug. You get like a paper plate and a fucking cup. What do you do with that? That's how you capture the symbiote. They're like, all right, guys, we captured the boys. Let's go home.
Nah, man, I would have just used like a vacuum cleaner, like a Swiffer,
like Luigi's Mansion, like
the Swiffer. What the fuck?
Can I bring up something about the gay thing?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay, here's something where I'm confused because I like that a lot. But
what is there to be confused about? The movie's about gay, okay?
At the end of the movie, Venom, who supposedly represents Tom Hardy's homosexuality, tells him that he's gonna get his girl back. So what does that mean?
Like
Venom was talking about himself, okay? All right?
No.
Dude, listen.
I can explain this.
No, I can explain.
He's bisexual. He found out. See, when he kissed his girlfriend, he kind of found out that
he can be gay and
that he can be gay and straight. And he's like, well, this is pretty cool, man. But he's with Venom at the moment, so maybe Venom will help him out eventually to become straight again.
It's an open relationship.
Yeah, is Venom still?
Oh yeah, like Will Smith.
Oh, so maybe Venom's bisexual, but Brock isn't.
Oh, Venom's making.
Oh my God,
Brock straight.
Dude, I didn't think of this. Okay, Rocky Picture Show, right? The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
Remember that Chad? What's his name? Steven? I don't know his name in the movie.
Chad.
The Chad. There's a nerd.
The nerd dude.
The strong boy.
Remember how he becomes gay because of fucking Tim Curry sucks his dick in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
Dude.
So Venom. Oh, so while Venom was,
Tim Curry.
Venom was actually in his ass the whole time, stimulating his G-spot when he was like not over him, dude.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, no wonder. Dude, no wonder he was moving all shifty and erratic like, and he wanted to eat meat.
Oh,
Dude.
so what if Venom does that to everyone? If he's like the Tim Curry, he got
Yeah.
with Venom's the bisexual one. Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Isn't.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy's the gay one.
Look at the girlfriend in the movie, right? Remember how she's like, I don't want to get back with you because you fucking betrayed me, faggot. And then he was like, well, I'm Venom, so I'm gonna take control of you and make you pretty sexy for some reason, and kind of confuse people on whether or not it should be hard right now.
Yeah, because he went into her G-spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly, dude. But how did
I don't know about you guys, but when I was watching it, I was kind of chub, and I was like kind of confused whether or not I should be chub.
Yeah, I'm like, would I let that she Venom like suck me off with those teeth?
Well, okay, well,
no,
I wouldn't go that far. She has fucking fangs. Like, what the fuck? It's like sticking your dick in a fucking snake. Like,
yeah, but she has.
That's like an
but dude,
animal.
she has a long ass tongue, dude.
This conversation is getting really derailed. Let's move on to the next segment of the show, which is
This part's getting cut out. This part's getting cut out.
No, that's staying.
Oh hell yeah!
So we got the pop culture segment of the show.
Ooh.
This is new. This is very new.
I like it.
So of course, the pop culture of today is gonna be Venom.
Wait, what? Wait.
Exclusive. I am not saying this stuff. Tom Hardy says as he has a meltdown over the Venom film script, storming off the set and refusing to film again until his lines in the Marvel supervillain movie were changed.
Oh my god, dude! They cut his R-rated scenes out. Now they're gonna cut off his words. How dare they, bro?
So basically, this article is just saying that he left during the filming the movie because he didn't like the lines that they were giving him.
They probably found money in his face. He's like, ooh, what's that? It smells good.
Whoa. From the interviews, it seems like he hates the movie.
Yeah.
But he was already so far deep in it.
Yeah, you gotta realize it's more of like a Macbeth type of thing where you've killed so many people, you've gone so far, you can't turn back. You know? I mean, yeah, well, Tom Hardy, he's been back in this movie for like a couple of years now.
My god,
I
dude.
mean, like, you just can't back out of it, like, so far into it, you know?
Oh man.
He backed up the movie I mean, this movie's been in production since 2008.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, and he was attached like back in 2016 or something.
Yeah, exactly. So he's been with it for 2 years now, you know? And he's been on all those press tours wearing Venom shirts, talking about Venom, saying his favorite.
And then when he was
villain.
on set, he finally cracked open the script and he was like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, and he's like, "God damn it, what did I sign up for?
What the fuck is this shit? I didn't sign up for this." No,
Yeah,
I think he liked it at first because it was R-rated, but then when they cut out, then he started hating it. I think that's what happened.
That happens to a lot of movies. Look at that movie, The Meg, with Jason Statham.
Yeah, that was supposed to be
vegan?
R.
That was supposed to be R-rated, and that's what he signed up for. But then, you know, it's a Chinese-made studio, and they wanted to bank off of it, so they made it, you know, rated PG-13, so it can get a more accessible audience, so they can make more revenue. And then when he found out about it, he was like, "Hey man, I signed up for a bloody ass movie, not some fucking SNL fucking skit, you know."
Yeah, and Halloween.
And Halloween, yeah, exactly. Well, Halloween is rated R. What the fuck are you talking about?
I just wanted to bring it up because I want to tell people to watch it because it's a good movie.
Oh, ooh, whoa.
Oh.
Advertising.
It's alright. It's alright. This is not a spoiler, but this is my opinion. That a good chunk of the beginning is kind of redundant. And if you watch it, you'll see it. Yes, it fucking wasn't.
No, it fucking wasn't. You're just saying that because you've seen the first one already.
Okay, but what are you fucking retarded? Like, why are you asking me this? No,
You're retarded, dude.
No.
Are you fucking retarded?
It's like saying, oh, who did they make a Halloween for? The new one for, right? It's a sequel to Halloween. So if you don't watch the first movie, why the fuck are you watching this one? It's like, why would you do that?
They wanted to stand on its own, dude. No one's gonna go back for it. No one's gonna watch it.
And not watching Force Awakens and the other fucking Star Wars movies, and you're like, I didn't really get it that much. I wonder why. Because it's a part of a fucking movie trilogy. You have to watch the other ones to know what's going on.
They made it
Halloween for some reason is like, hey, let's basically devote like a good chunk of the fucking movie to giving you a recap of what the fuck happened in Halloween. And
well,
I'm like, really?
Here's my defense for Galo's point, which is it's called Halloween, not Halloween 2
not Halloween 2.
Halloween 3. It's called Halloween.
Jesus Christ, you're dumb, dude. They didn't put a stump at the end of it. They didn't put a number at the end of it. You goddamn retard.
If it got no number, how am I supposed to know what movie to watch?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
wanted
oh my
it to
god!
stand
So
on
the
its
whole
own.
the whole marketing of the movie, like all the fucking people are like, okay, this movie retcons basically all the other Halloween movies except for the first movie. So everyone knows it's a direct sequel to Halloween, which
They
came
should've
out
just
40
called it
years ago.
Halloween.
I
too.
freaking doubt everyone knows.
Why are you watching it then? Like, come on, like Michael Myers. Like, I feel like people are not watching it because they're like, oh, I want to see what happened to Paul Rudd after Halloween 6. Like, what? No one fucking cares. Like,
I'm saying that, okay, Tristan? Alright, let's move on to the game show segment of the show. This week is called Pitch Your Sequel. We're gonna have you guys pretend like I'm gonna be Sony, alright? I invited you guys into my company. You each are separate writers, and you're gonna pitch your sequel idea for the new Venom, and I will hire whoever I like the idea the most.
okay. Does it have to be like a legitimate sequel, or it can be like gagging and fake and joking?
Is this like this is a goof? Obviously.
Yeah, this is a goof. You can do
That's a
goofs,
goof, dude.
but
Alright,
it has
perfect.
to at least like I'm still a Sony executive. I'm looking for how does it continue the plot of Venom. Hi guys, so it's good to meet you all. I know we've just been exchanging emails. I think why don't you take a seat? You know, us here at Sony, we very much we love writers, you know, filmmakers. We just want some good ideas here, okay? Don't think about the budget yet. Right now, we just want that good idea. So, who wants to go first?
Yeah, me.
All right, let's hear it.
I want Venom and Carnage. I want them to start a rapping duo, but then like as the movie goes on, they start hating each other. And I also want Carnage, right? I want him to look like an animated like pile of spaghetti.
We can do that.
Because that's basically what he is, right?
Yeah, we already have been working on the technology of spaghetti and painting it red.
I want them to like grow bitter at each other. The final battle between them, it's not going to be another battle where they like both of their hosts like merge and like one big gay orgasm. I don't want that. What I want is for the final battle to be like a rap battle. The tone of this movie is not just going to be gay. It's going to be gay rappers, which is a callback to the controversy a while back.
Ah, I see.
Right,
So we're gonna go for a political angle with this.
Exactly, dude, because everyone loves politics and
Yeah,
stuff nowadays,
we need
right?
more of that in our movies.
Right, exactly. Which is also why I want Venom. I don't want him to be called a he. I want him to be called a they.
They
Right?
are Venom.
So we don't want to offend anyone.
It has a good ring to it.
Because and also it's not just gonna be rated PG-13. It's gonna be rated G, all right?
Yeah.
I don't want to offend anyone, all right? With
That's
like
a good idea.
murder or whatever. Because murder, I don't know about you guys, but I'm very against murder.
Mhm.
All right, I think it's a bad thing. I think it's a problem.
Why is it a bad thing?
Wait, who's this guy standing in the corner of the office? What is he doing?
Oh, that's Jeffrey,
I'm a mouse.
Hollywood's
Okay.
famous mouse writer. Can there be a line where Venom says, "Carnage, you have to learn murder is not right"? Because I think that sounds very natural and sounds like it could really come out of our character.
Yeah, and also, can we like make, can we make Venom and Carnage kind of look like more like human beings? And can we take away the teeth and the scary faces? I nearly passed out in the theater, all right?
We have an idea for that. We're thinking about replacing all of Venom's faces and merging them with your idea. You know, making it about rap, merging it with Eminem.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But see, that's the thing. I want to retcon the Woody Harrelson. I want to replace him with Woody Allen, right? Because not only will that make the whole rapping thing better. I don't know if you've ever heard Woody Allen rap. The guy's amazing. The stuttering really adds to it. I think.
Before the bit keeps going, I just want to say one more thing. Tristan, you're gonna rap as Woody Allen at the end of this thing.
Oh my god. Alright, I'll try.
We like your idea, but we're gonna move around the room, see who else's ideas are here.
Okay. But I'll have you know, if you don't accept my idea, I'm gonna slam you on Twitter and ruin your career. All right?
Oh shit!
I'm gonna do
That's
that.
something
Okay?
to think about.
Because Venom is technically a black person, right?
I think his script is a mousetrap, and I think it's too PC. Okay, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Why was Venom such a disappointment?
I don't know why.
I know the reason why, and I can tell you right now. My script is better.
Oh,
You
okay.
see, I'm gonna borrow the Woody Allen idea as Carnage, and I'm gonna expand upon it by retconning Venom, by skipping the origin story and just making a straight up sequel while disregarding the original Venom movie.
All right, fucking take my pitch.
Alright. So here, to save money, I actually just contacted Snapchat right now, and we got the license to use their Snapchat filters on our cameras.
Okay.
So we're gonna completely disregard all special effects and just heavily rely on Snapchat filters to carry the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And the plot is gonna be Woody Allen escapes from prison to go hunt down Mia Farrow and his 10 adopted children for slandering his name.
And it's
and
gonna
you see-
be Venom 2.
And it's Venom 2, exactly.
But wait,
And
who's
he's-
Venom here?
Paul Giamatti, of course.
Oh.
So Paul Giamatti, he's like, all right, I have to stop this, dude, because there's too much carnage, which is the title of the movie, going on. And I want you to know, I want to hammer in the title of the movie like multiple times in it, because I feel that movies are enhanced by saying the title of the movie, like Streetcar Named Desire. Remember that scene in the movie where he's like, wow, I guess this is the Streetcar Named Desire.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that moment really resonated with me.
Or in Superman 4, Quest for Peace, he's like, looks like we're going to have ourselves Superman 4 Quest for Peace.
Yeah.
I feel like if you say that multiple times in the movie, it just enhances the quality of it. So Paul Giamatti escapes out of his fucking wine vineyard in California and then goes back to New York because I don't know why they moved to California in the first place. And that's when they fight each other because, you know, Woody Allen's like place is Manhattan, you know?
Yeah.
So basically it's going to be a pseudo sequel to Manhattan. Woody Allen's going to be in another relationship with an underage girl, and he's also at the same time looking for Mia Farrow and her family to kill them all. Actually, not kill them, to steal their life force.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and then to add it to his script so you can actually get his movie funded. I want the voice actor for Venom, the symbiote, to be played by Vin Diesel. Because I thought his work on Guardians of the Galaxy was phenomenal. When he said the lines Groot, but in different like pitches, I thought that was amazing. We're gonna top bill. We're gonna give him the most money out of everyone there, of course, because we need him to save Venom. And we're gonna completely remove Venom's dialect, and we're just gonna replace it with just Venom. So whenever he says, you know, whenever he's sad or mad or angry, he's gonna say Venom. That's all he's gonna say now.
Can you say it in a very Eminem type of way, like he's imitating our theme song?
Of course. And we're gonna have Eminem back, but this time with Lil Yachty from the Teen Titans Go rap he created, and they're gonna collab together, and they're gonna create Venom 2, Maximum Carnage. And then this time the verse of it is gonna be Venom, Maximum Carnage, Venom.
I
think
man.
It's gonna be a definite banger with the kids. The kids are gonna love it. It's gonna be on fucking 105 like music radio. They're gonna love that shit, dude. I'm telling you. Cram it in with a bunch of hip hop references. We're gonna have Eminem dabbing in the background. We're gonna have a lot of shit. The kids are gonna love this movie, and you know, because kids love blood and violence. We're also gonna have a school shooting subplot in the movie, make it political, and then give our stance on it. I think this movie's gonna be great. You know.
Can I hear a little bit more about the school shooting subplot?
Oh, of course. I can't tell you too much because that's under wraps. We're still developing it.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
But basically, the 5 symbiotes that spawn from Venom all go into 5 different kids in the school, and the symbiotes, which are also an allegory for homosexuality, shoot up the school. And then our message is going to be a very conservative one. We're going to say that by being gay makes you evil.
Oh,
and
okay, yes.
and that's what our stance is going to be on the movie.
Yes, that's what was lacking in our latest movie, I found.
Exactly. We need to have some sort of religion thrown into it. I think it makes it an Oscar contender. Yeah, a lot of things we're going to add into it. You know, we actually have Paul Thomas. Actually, not that one. We have the other Paul Anderson in the movie. The one Paul W. Anderson. That one. We have that one on set. But we kind of just have him as a punching bag because no one likes him. So whenever Paul Giamatti or Woody Allen gets enraged, we kind of just let him out, and so they can beat the fuck out of him, so he doesn't make any more Resident Evil movies. We just have a lot of things going on in this movie. We just actually wrapped up the movie right now. We actually just finished it.
It's already shot.
It's all shot on a. It's all shot on a fucking green, a blue screen from George Lucas's ranch. We actually borrowed it for like $5. we gave him the toy rights to Venom, so he'll be profiting off of that while we make big bucks from the movie.
Well, okay, I'm a little upset that you gave away our toy rights without our consent.
And also made the movie without their consent.
Yeah, and also it fully produced and directed the movie.
Actually, when we were just talking about this, we actually sold the rights to another company. So actually, Sony didn't produce it. It was Lionsgate that produced it. Actually, they were making that all along when I was telling you the script, because they gave me the go as soon as I told them the whole allegory about being gay. They loved it.
Right, I've heard enough of you fucking stealing our movie
and our rights to the fucking movie.
Jesus. You already have a movie. I have a pitch. I don't have a complicated thing like you guys.
Okay, well, what's your pitch, mousy boy?
Well, okay, I had a perfect start to my pitch, but then Tristan just went off on it, and now I don't know how to start it.
Wow, what a tiny mouse brain, you forgot.
Oh, no, other thing. These pitches are too complicated for mice brains to understand. I didn't comprehend it, and how do you think mice audiences will comprehend it?
Oh shit, I forgot to write my movie to be PC to mice. Fuck!
Okay, so Venom.
Yes.
There was not nearly enough of female Venom in there. Everyone loves those boobs. Everyone.
What made you think that people only like female Venom for her boobs? I'm not gonna take any advice from a misogynist, especially especially a misogynist who's not about to dodge my fist. Get over here, you little mousy boy.
No.
Oh my god, no, break it up, guys. One security guard who's in our entire building, come over here. God, he's on the first floor. It's gonna take a couple minutes.
We need Vato Man to help us, man. Oh my god, wait, do you remember when North Korea leaked out like Sony's PowerPoints, and they're basically talking about how Adam Sandler movies are fucking shitty, but they need them because it makes money? How did I forget this? What the fuck is wrong with me? Adam Sandler's gonna be fucking Eddie Brock.
Yeah. Oh my god.
There you go.
We said that when we were.
What about Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. I just made you fucking money already.
All right, Tristan's hired as the writer. So now that bit's done, thank you everybody for playing. Tristan's the winner.
Thank you.
I knew he was gonna win anyway.
Yeah.
I don't make movies.
About 2 minutes into Tristan's pitch, I was like, okay, no one's gonna beat this. But yeah, no, me and Gabriel were actually joking about Adam Sandler should have played Tom Hardy. Gabriel literally turned to me during the movie. He was like, Tom Hardy was miscasted. It should have been Adam Sandler.
I'm surprised because this is a Sony movie. They should have.
Honestly, it works. The movie works much better if you think Adam Sandler is the
they could have made Adam Sandler, work out speed.
Actually, I wouldn't want that. I want a flabbier Adam Sandler. Because remember how Eddie kind of goes into that recession where he's like
sweat.
He's sweaty. He's kind of beat down by life because he got fired. His girlfriend dumped him for being a cunt.
Okay, but how did the girlfriend
call him anymore?
How the girlfriend get with him if he wasn't a muscle Sandler?
It's because
have you seen Adam Sandler movies?
They like humor.
See, in my version of it, the girlfriend is going to be played by Adam Sandler as well, like in Jack and Jill.
Oh my
genius,
god!
Dude. Mm-hmm. We're still on this bit, even though we said we were done. Wow.
All right, do you guys have anything else you want to talk about from the Venom movie?
Hospital!
Hospital! Now!
The only thing I have to say is, like it or not, they still made money off of you guys.
Yeah.
I would have been upset about that until I saw the post-credit scene with fucking Woody Harrelson as Cassidy.
That made him for it, dude.
That made me want a sequel, because I really want that red wig. And just throughout the whole movie.
I need to see him running, escaping from the prison, and that shit just flapping in the wind. I need to see it animated.
I really want to see Woody Harrelson fucking have to, because this movie's so much of a success, he has to sew that wig to his scalp permanently because there's so many sequels are going to be made. And
then after he inevitably stops becoming an actor, he has no choice to become a Ronald McDonald.
Yeah. Oh my god, wait. I keep on getting so many genius ideas. So, Adam Sandler...
Yeah, I'm such a genius, dude. I'm Tristan Cuenca.
Wait, Adam Sandler should play Eddie Brock, and the symbiote should be played by Pauly Shore.
What?
Pauly Shore, dude. That guy. He's been in all those really bad like '90s movies, like Encino Man or Biodome. You never heard of him? He's like the epitome of like stoner comedies from like 1990s. Look up Pauly Shore. When you see it, you'll laugh.
He just looks like Rob Schneider.
But he's more advanced than them, though. That's where his career ended faster than him.
Can I just say, the dining scene early on where Eddie takes his girlfriend out to dine, it's edited.
So many cuts.
There's literally a cut like every line. And like in the middle of lines too. And for no reason, like Eddie's talking to her and it's like 3 sentences that he's saying. After he finishes one sentence, cuts to her as he says another sentence, and her reaction's not reacting. It's just looking at him. And then cut to like a whole different angle of him talking to her.
I wasn't scholarly enough to detect it.
It was so jarring. If you rewatch this movie, which come on, at least once before you die, you're gonna see this movie again.
I have to.
Probably. I need to do it, yeah.
So pay attention to that opening scene.
Really?
Baby, you were run out of New York. I don't want you run out of San Francisco.
No, I still have currency in New York. I was going places. I wasn't running. I was going places. I moved to San Francisco for you. You are my home.
And you can tell it's just chopped up for getting the best bits of improv that they do. I don't think there was even a script during that dinner scene. I think the director was just like, just talk as if you're flirting.
What about that subplot with the other Venom, basically?
Riot's journey.
That's Riot.
Riot's whole journey. It was like, then there was like a segment where it was 6 months later and he was still in like this old
yeah.
Yeah. What was
6 months later and it's one plane ride. Or something like that.
Oh, because that was the Malaysian Airlines that actually found it. Because remember it's like in Malaysia? It went missing for 6 months and then they came back to America.
You know, what would have been nice is maybe the old lady taking over like a fish or something like that and swimming to where the fuck the place is or whatever.
Yeah, and then that would make sense for 6 months. Like,
yeah. Like, what the hell?
That'd be goofy as shit.
Oh, come on. This movie's goofy as shit.
Yeah, how come this symbiote didn't take over like a fucking bird or something? Instead of going in a fucking half minute to find someone who's going to the airport to go to America. Like,
I don't know.
Like much more.
Yeah, like the thing's so fucking stupid. It's just like, I'm gonna wait for one person who has a ticket to America.
Yes, yes, dude. It's like a fucking commercial. It's like, I gotta find someone who fucking booked a flight on Delta Airlines.
Yeah.
Do you guys know like the information on this? Like how much it got in box office?
No. Isn't that like 80 million? It broke like box office.
Let's guess because I have the numbers right here.
Okay. Well, are we guessing for domestic or worldwide?
What it says on Wikipedia right here. I don't fucking know. Okay, what was the budget?
Venom budget.
No. It was like about $500 for the iPhone, and then like $1,000 to pay Tom Hardy.
Holy crap! It says here the box office was $39.4 million.
You guys didn't even guess.
Yeah, Gabriel was saying to guess like a game.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, that's what you meant? Oh my fucking god!
You just looked it up.
I looked it up. Well, it's 100 million. There you go. I guessed it.
Got it.
So it tripled, quadrupled its budget?
Yep.
Wow! Yay, movies! We're living in the golden age.
Aren't we? Yeah, man. You know, indie films, they're not that good.
There are some good ones coming out though. I want to see Wildlife.
More of
looks
these.
good.
We can't talk about indie movies though. No one's gonna listen to this.
And Julian Schnabel came out with a new movie.
Shut the fuck up, Tristan! No more indie talk!
No more indie talk here with stories.
Shut your goddamn pretentious mouth! Talk about Venom! The movie people care about, who vote with their wallets.
We can't talk about the Meyerowitz stories or like...
You wanna know how much the Meyerowitz stories made in box office? 0! It was a Netflix movie.
Yeah, wait. I need to ask that. That's a good question. How do you make money off of Netflix?
Yeah, I'd like to know. 'Cause I don't know how they get so many originals on there, like, because they all suck. So I don't like.
Well, because they've been gathering money since the beginning. All the subscriptions.
Me and Tristan binge watched season 2 of Big Mouth.
Disgusting.
It was.
I don't know why we did that.
Me and Gabriel watched like 5 minutes of Big Mouth together, and it rotted our brains.
Shit, Tristan, I guess our brains just be like rotted from the very beginnings. I don't know, man. We watched the whole thing.
It's so fast. There's no breathing room for any jokes.
I know.
I was telling Galo that. I'm like, the jokes,
Yeah.
there's so many of them that none of them hit. And when some of them do hit, you just don't have enough time to recuperate from it because it's like it's just fast paced.
Then they hit you with another nonsensical fucking thing that doesn't have any consistency. It's like, oh, badminton. Oh, here's that's not a badminton. This is a badminton. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? A badminton and a bad mitten? That's so stupid. Why the fuck
show's
would you
like the
make a joke like
equivalent
that?
of SNL on speed. Like it's like it's so fast and unfunny, dude. Like, oh my god,
it's so fast. Oh my god.
Oh wait, did you guys get to the episode? No, you guys didn't get to that.
No,
episode.
we only watched like 1 out of 10 minutes.
There is a joke where he says, "What is this badminton ball doing here?" And it's like,
God.
That's not what badminton is. And then he pulls out the coach, the retard coach pulls out, "This is a badminton," and it's like a mitten that has like sunglasses and a cigarette taped to its mouth. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's so fucking forced and not funny. Like, what the hell is it talking about?
That's like
and then
a YouTuber humor.
There's another joke where they bring the badminton back.
I could already tell from the first 10 minutes, like they are so into callbacks as like being a big punchline. Like they will constantly, they'll do like one joke and you're like, that's not that funny, and they'll call it back and you're like, it wasn't funny in the first place. Because to people, the surprise of seeing that joke again, it's like, oh my god, that joke's amazing now.
So
I don't know why.
Comedy.
Venom is a better comedy than
Big
it
Mouth.
really is. I actually laughed.
Yeah,
at
it is, dude.
Yeah.
But like another thing, it's like, I swear to God, that show is just like, it's like rewarding a retard for remembering one little minute detail. It's like oh, I remember that from that episode. It's so stupid, dude. I swear to God, that show.
We should look at the credits of the show to see if like King Bach or like Logan Paul wrote the fucking show. It's like that bad.
I wouldn't be surprised if like Logan or Jake Paul are like attached to it.
They wrote the show.
No. Speaking of Jake Paul, have you guys been watching the 8-part documentary series Shane Dawson is doing on it?
Yeah,
on him.
I have.
I don't think I can make fun of Jake Paul because the guy's actually. It goes deep, dude. Like, I actually feel sorry.
I'm actually a big fan of like what Shane Dawson's doing with that his content.
Yeah.
I think like it's really interesting. Like it's not it's not the most classiest documentary thing or anything. It's like it's obviously like you know, type of cheap documentary you'd find on TV or something. But like it still works. It's entertaining and it's like
I can watch his videos while I'm like playing a chill game.
Yeah, and I think it's like it's gripping too. He edits very well. Like he knows how to make it entertaining.
Dude, like the fact that it's just him doing it. The dude is dedicated. I like that.
Yeah,
he's just really good at what he's doing. And I'm like,
and the fact that he changes things, like, oh my god, I can't imagine editing a series and like within 2 to 3 days having to edit everything.
Yeah, Alex, like you would just give up. But like
I'd kill myself.
Well, he hires editors. It's not him.
No, he
no, it's him.
He does it with he talked about in the series. He does it with the camera guy or whatever. They dual edit.
How Jake Paul feels about all this because
he allowed it, dude. He likes it.
21 million for the mind of Jake Paul.
Yeah, but dude, he likes it. Jake Paul actually wanted him to make it.
Yeah, and like the documentary puts him in a really good light. Like I think way better of Jake Paul than I did before. I watched it.
I definitely think he's a smarter, less shitty person.
Yeah.
It's good PR for him. They're both benefiting.
Yeah, that's good PR. But like, he still does fucked
dude.
up shit though. Like, remember when he fucking burned like all the mattresses in his Team 10 house?
Yeah, no. Like, he's still kind of a shitty person. The documentary admits this. You can't not say he's not a shitty person, but like it makes him human. It makes it understandable.
Shane Dawson came out with a series based on Adolf Hitler.
And he's like,
wait a minute.
I'm just thinking about like Shane Dawson sitting on the couch with Adolf Hitler across from him, and you know he's doing his faces. He's like, how did that make you feel when they told you couldn't be a painter?
It made me feel very bad.
Do you regret some of the stuff that you said? You know, would you do it differently?
Oh, hell no, mate.
But don't you see how?
What the hell? Why would I regret it? What?
And then he coaxes him to say, "Yes, I can see why it could be seen as kind of bad."
Wow, Hitler's such a great person.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I can see in this day and age why some people would vilify me.
Yeah.
I could see it.
I could definitely see why, but I think maybe they should just have a little talk with me, and maybe they could understand me a little bit better, you know.
Through all the jokes, though, what Shane Dawson did was really interesting. I liked his content. I like the series. I think it does make Jake Paul human in a way that we need. All right, so let's Tristan, I need you to wrap up this podcast. I need you to bring this home.
Oh, I got this.
I need you to rap as Woody Allen. All right.
All right. Someone give me a beep. Knock, knock. Let the devil in. Benevolent as I've ever been. Head is spinning. The medicine's screaming. Let us in. Like a salad bowl. Edgar Allan Poe. Beridden. Should have been dead a long time ago. Liquid Tylenol. Gelatins. Think my skeletons are melting. Wicked. I get all high when I think I've smelled the scent of elephant manure. Hell, I meant Kahlua. Screw it. To hell with it. I went through hell with accelerants, and I blew up myself again. Volkswagen, tailspin, bucket matches my pale skin. Mayo, and went through Hellman's being rail thin. Filet-O-Fish, Scribble Gem, Rap Olympics 97, a freaknik. How can I be down? Me and Bazaar in Florida. Proof's room slept on the floor of the motel. Then Dr. J said, hell yeah. And I got a stamp like a postcard. Well, mailman. That was it.
Woo! Alright, that's the show, everybody. That was Pound It, episode 8. The Venom episode. Thank you all for tuning in and hearing this. Please rate us on iTunes, because we're on iTunes now. I feel so much like a fucking dick saying this shit.
Yeah, stop promoting yourself, you fucking faggot.
Why do you feel like a dick?
Do you think this is your podcast?
How are you guys gonna get off the ground, dude?
I know. It's just, it feels weird. I'm not used to this. Anyway, now let's all say the classic ending phrase of Pound It, everybody. 3, 2.
What is the classic phrase?
Yeah, what is it?
Yes, sir.
Nope, it's have a good one.
Oh, okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Have a good one.
You want to do it again? Because I was opening the refrigerator.
I thought it was different every time.
We can make it something about Venom.
Oh! Have a symbiote? I don't know.
Oh, we could say we are Venom all together. Like we're big
I like
fans.
that.
Alright, ready, everybody? 3, 2, 1. We are Venom!
Shut up, Joe.
Shut up, Jenny.
Meet me at the turnstile. I never met him. I'll never forget him.